I want to talk about fast IT service management. How can we do our projects more quickly, more effectively, and with more tangible results? Very often we end up with this big black box that's an IT service management project, and it sets out maybe a couple of years of objectives that very often can't be met because things change. So I think the goal would be to set out some clear, short-term, incremental improvements that have got defined business value, and that makes it much more straightforward to sell for people to understand what you're trying to achieve. So we want to avoid the black box approach to service management implementation. We want to try and break it down into manageable incremental chunks that are still based on a longer term objective and a strategic objective that's understood by all and is particularly understood, agreed and sanctioned by the C-level people, the CIO, the IT director. They've got to be on board with this. You have to Shanghai the CIO as quickly as you can, get them on board and make them make things happen. Once we've got the CIO on board, and that's probably the hardest thing, to get them involved at an early stage so that they are sanctioning what's happening, we can set out some tangible, clear, practical objectives early on that will build some momentum, some consensus, get everybody on board and get some results. And that's probably the most important thing, is getting results, because people still say these days, well, we spent all this money on ITIL training or on consulting or on process mapping, and what's actually been delivered. You need to show some results. You need to do that as quickly as possible to get everybody moving and get things happening